What's going on, guys? Chandler's Legacy Farm here. We're comparing two knives today. One of these is the real deal. One of them is a fake. All right, pretty easy to spot which one's the fake. It really is on this one. So this is my cold steel Recon Tonto that I done video on the other day. I've done a hard use video on it. I actually purchased this from a friend of mine. He loaned it to me to do the review. And it's a friend of mine from work. He loaned me the knife to do the review. I fell in love with the knife. I asked him what he would have to have for the knife, and I purchased it from him for $15. 15 bucks. You can't go wrong with that, bud. So anyway, cold steel Recon Tonto. This one has had some use. I mean, I ran it through the ringer the other day. If you want to see a hard use video on this knife or a Firecraft video, I mean, just go to my channel, check it out, because I did do Firecraft and a hard use videos, two separate videos on this blade, and I love it. I absolutely fell in love with this knife. This is an awesome blade. And out of all the cold steels that I've ever dealt with, I've ever held, I've ever used, that I've ever purchased, this one probably came sharper than probably any of the rest of them I've ever held. And they always come sharp. Don't get me wrong. Cold steel does a good job on their blades, on their factory edges. But this one was sharp. It was noticeably sharp than most, okay? The back of this will scratch fat wood, will scratch fire, strike fire steels, all that, right? So this one is the Temu clone. Holy cow. Yeah, this is a dumpster fire. This is a dumpster fire of a knife. It was a great idea. You have a flashlight right here. You have a flashlight. You have a fire steel. Fire steel, I'm not complaining about it. It's okay, okay? All right, it's fine. It'll strike and all that good stuff. So fire steel was executed well. Flashlight is a piece of junk. And the belt clip, holy cow, piece of junk. I mean, what the hell's that? Come on, really? Really? But anyway, it's a Temu knife. It was $18, okay? $18, all right? This is the real deal. And to buy one of these for the Recon cold steel Recon Tontos on Amazon right now, I do believe they are $45, okay? So you're looking at $45 for the real deal, or $18 for a wannabe, okay? There you go. $45 or $18. Spend the $45, dude. I'm just saying, spend the $45, wait another week, save another 20 bucks, and buy the real one. This thing's a dumpster fire. Okay, so the compass, it does not work. It does not work at all. It's junk. Compass doesn't work. Clip is junk. Flashlight is marginally good. Well, good. Here, we'll shine some stuff here. There we go. See there? Yeah, you can unlock your car door with it, I guess. That's about it. And it's very touchy. If you wiggle it, it'll flicker. And yeah. All right. Yeah, sheath's bad. Sheath is bad. So, and then we get to the knife. Okay. Now let's do a comparison here with the real deal before I go to ripping on the knife very much. All right. Here's what we got. They are the knockoff is just a little shorter, but the reason why it's shorter is because of the way the tip's designed. You know, if they would have just brought this out, then it would have been then the angle would have been the same on this one as this one, you know. So it's not quite perfect by, and let's see. It looks like to me it has a different shape. It looks like it sways up maybe a little more, but that could just be me. Could just be my eyes. But it looks like it has more of a sway up. But and the feel in the rubber, this is a little softer. You can tell by this right here. I can move that just a little bit whenever you know what I mean? I can move that finger guard just a little bit. It's softer. It's tackier, okay? You can get it feels like your skin is getting into the knife, okay? This is a harder texture, okay? See that? I can't really move that. This is just a harder texture. It's just a lot harder knife, okay? But it does have the branding. It does say Recon Tonto on it. And on the other side, it says SK5 steel, cold steel, and Taiwan. But it has a different style of cold steel logo. The logo, the name is written a little different. I don't know if you guys will be able to see that or not. See that? See how it's written different? But anyway, that's what you got. And you know it's not SK5 steel. If it was SK5 steel, there's no way in hell they's going to be charging $18 for it, right? So it's probably D2 steel or something lower grade than that. Chinese manufacturers right now are using the shit out of D2 steel, which is fine with me. If it's actual D2 steel and it's heat treated properly, there's nothing wrong with D2 steel. I like it. Nothing wrong with D2. I am not a D2 steel hater at all. I have a lot of D2 stuff that I know is D2, and I haven't had any issues at all with D2. The only thing is you've got to keep it clean because it will rust, okay? It's almost like a carbon steel. It's just barely a step above a carbon steel, and it will still rust. So keep your blade relatively clean, relatively lubricated, a little bit of WD-40, a little bit of Ballistol, something like that, just a little thin coating, and you'll be fine. Trust me. But you have to, if you get it dirty, if you get it wet with anything other than oils, wipe it off, dry it off, squirt a little bit of oil on it, wipe it down. You're good. I mean, really, it's not that hard to take care of these blades that are not stainless. But anyway, it has a flat spot here for right there for striking your fire steel, which is a little sharper than the rest of the blade, but still, the rest of the blade will probably spark it too. So I don't know. That's just a waste of time. This seems like a total waste of time. Just make the whole spine 90 degree and be done with it. That's what this one is. The whole back of this spine is 90 degrees. Anywhere I want to, I can strike a fire steel anywhere on this thing. So, all right, let's check out this fire steel. We'll put it right there where we're supposed to. And yeah, I mean, it sparks, but it's almost sharp enough that it'll actually spark about anywhere, So, I don't know, guys. I don't know. It's just kind of crazy. I don't get it. Just make the whole damn thing. Just make the whole damn thing 90 degrees and be done with it. It's probably easier to take this whole blade and just go all the way down it to make it 90 degrees than it is to just do that one little bitty spot. I don't know. It's confusing to me. Confusing to me for sure. Let me get that off of that blade a little bit. All right, that's it though, guys. I'm going to be doing a hard use video on this. I'm going to be doing a Firecraft. I'll do the Firecraft video first, then I'll do the hard use. But the end of this thing, it is not sharp. I think I forgot to talk about that. It's dull. It's dull. So I don't know how I'm going to stab it into anything. Whenever I did my my short on this thing and I stabbed it into the log so you can see it next to the sheath like this, it took everything I had to get that thing to stick in my oak log outside. So yeah, pain in the ass. It's dull. I mean, dull. The rest of the blade though is pretty sharp. Let me get a piece of paper here. This paper's damp, so bear with me. This paper just stays out in the garage. So anyway, it is. Of course, I can't get this to cut because it's so freaking. There we go. See there? It's not bad. It came pretty damn sharp. They just didn't sharpen the end of it. You can't do nothing with the end of it. See that? It just tears and rips, and it won't even hardly penetrate the damn paper. So I don't know if it's like a childproof knife. I don't have a clue. It's crazy. It's just crazy. They did not sharpen the damn knife. on the end. So I don't know how, it ain't going to stab worth a shit. It will not stab worth a shit. That is the biggest joke, that they didn't even basically put a tip on the knife, you know? It's like, really? What the heck? Why would you even do such a thing, you know? I mean, and it's not like it's just barely sharpened on this side and that side, okay? Now, if one side had been ground and sharpened and the other side hadn't, then I would say, well, they made a chisel tip, right? Maybe a chisel tip. No, they didn't do a chisel tip. They ground both sides and it's still dull as a butter knife. I mean, dull as a butter knife. Now the tip is, no, it ain't really sharp either. I could get it to break my skin if I wanted to, but that's, I mean, it's junk. That tip is a joke. I can't believe that they let that out of the factory. Not even sharp. It's crazy. I don't know, guys. And this is a sample of one, and it's temu. So you might get one, and it may be an entire razor blade. I mean, it may be sharp all the way through, sharper than this one. You know, you never know what you're going to get. But I don't know. Oh, and the retention on the sheath, it is pretty good. Pretty good. It ain't going to fall out. So that's good. But I'll get this fire steel put back up in there. Fire steel clicks in well. Little flashlight, you know. I'm a piece of junk, but there it is. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Flips, piece of junk. I don't know. It was a great idea. The idea of this blade and the sheath, everything they put on it, it's a great idea. It was just executed horribly. Horribly executed. That's all I can say. So, $18 as compared to $45. Spend $45. Unless you just want to buy something cheap junk just to, I wouldn't even throw this in a bug out bag. I would not leave this in my car. I wouldn't trust it because, well, I mean, what's the use? You just supposed to grab your, as dull as the end of this is, you're just supposed to grab your tire iron if you're going to need something. I mean, the tip of this thing ain't no sharper than what a tire iron out of your car would be. So, you know what I mean? Sure, spend $18, work on it, sharpen it. There you go. But you still don't know what you got because you don't know what kind of steel it is. You don't know nothing about it, you know. So we are going to find out about it, though. We're going to do a Firecraft video and then a hard use video, and I'm going to be pretty damn hard on this thing just to see what we can make happen with it. I'm not going to sharpen that tip. We're going to see what I can get done with it as is, guys. So it's going to be interesting. All right, we're out of here. There's your comparison right there. Spend $45. Buy the real cold steel. Don't waste your money on that one. That's it, guys. If you like what I'm doing, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, and we will see ya.